Hey folks, and welcome to the latest installment of Dave's Impressions. This time around, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, the latest from Software, so you know we can expect a carefree experience. These impressions were taken from playing the game for around 3 hours and 30 minutes. Enjoy! Sekiro is beautiful, fluid, exciting, and infuriating, often all at the same time. There's so much joy in moving around and engaging with the combat system. The prosthetic arm used to access the high ground and ambush enemies has a grace to it, the player feeling light as air as they zip up to a rooftop and land like a dancer. One of the elements that all the other FromSoft games I've played share is how enjoyable exploration is. There's a delight in tension as the player walks around every corner. Will there be enemies, treasure, both? A boss, or a new area? I'm unsure whether this feeling of exploration is enhanced or diminished by the ability to survey everything from on high. The paths through the two areas I experienced were rather straightforward, but I did feel like I left a lot of treasure alone as I was sneaking past patrols and groups. The combat system itself is based around the parry. Well, it's based around a dance between attack and counterattack, but the parry is a large part of that system. Hitting the button at the right time during an attack will deflect the enemy's weapon and open them up for a death blow, an instant kill. The feeling of a successful parry followed by a death blow is the highlight of the game for me. This is closely followed by beating an enemy into submission, opening them up for a death blow. The general cannon fodder enemies allow the player to experience this feeling over and over again, although they do appear in greater numbers, encouraging the use of stealth. That's where the prosthetic arm is advantageous, along with hiding in grass and sneaking up behind lookouts. A stealth kill does not alert other enemies unless they see it. This creates a game of planning and execution, literally. In the Hirata estate, I was deep into the level with low health. I don't think I could survive a single hit. I came across a group of soldiers, and working out how to make it through them without being overwhelmed was full of tension and excitement. When I climbed up and found a sculptor's idol to rest at, my relief was palpable. Those who played the Souls games should know this feeling well when they finally reach a new bonfire. Like many action games, I get the feeling that the ultimate goal of Sekiro is for the player to develop an instinctual understanding of the combat, to gain a knowledge of their own weapon attacks and timings, and those of their enemies as well, until the fantasy of becoming an accomplished swordsman is realized. I think the Dragon Rot helps this along. It is a narrative punishment for repeated failure. The player coming back to life to try again is linked to the bloodline of the player character. Their immortality has to come from other sources, so the more the player dies, the more life is drained from all the other characters in the game world. I get the distinct impression that the Dragon Rot combined with the difficulty in overcoming the game's mini-bosses means that the player is meant to lose everyone on their first playthrough. Once the player has internalized the combat, then they will be skilled enough to save everyone. Similar to a point I made in my critique of The Witness, the second playthrough of Sekiro might be more important than the first. Of course, this idea is diminished somewhat by the game giving the player a way to cure a Dragon Rot. Still, judging by the amount of times I died to the two mini-bosses I fought and the rarity of Dragon Tears, I think my observation may still be valid. The mini-bosses are roadblocks. Despite the talk of learning how to parry and the dance of attack and counterattack, each one of these encounters gave me nothing but trouble. I stopped fighting the chained ogre and went to explore Hirata Estate because when looking up strategies, it recommended a fire-based weapon for the prosthetic arm that I could pick up in the new area. After exploring Hirata and returning, the arm helped a lot. I still didn't defeat the ogre, but I knew I'd be able to with an attempt or two more. It's just that with what I've played, the yin and yang of the stealth sections and the mini-bosses, coupled with the anguish of watching everyone die and knowing it's my fault for not being able to play well, there's a more focused sense of despair here than in any of the Souls games, and I'm not sure I like it. Thanks for watching. So, should you play Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice? Well, if you're a fan of From Software's other games and you like the interplay between challenge, perseverance, and accomplishment, if you enjoy Sengoku-era Japan swordplay and feeling like a ninja, I think you'll appreciate what Sekiro has to offer. On the other hand, Be warned that Sekiro doesn't have the variety of playstyles and options to make the game easier that is baked into the other Souls games. If you don't play games for the challenge, or you don't have the time and patience to keep chipping away at that wall until you eventually make it through, then you'll probably want to look elsewhere. As always, I would love to hear what you thought about Sekiro and this video down in the comments. If you'd like to help the channel and show me some love, please like the video, please share it on your favorite social media sites, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I hope you're all having a wonderful day.